Hey, it's Blastzone Mike. It is Thursday. Yeah, it's Thursday. Just a little few things before we get started. Tomorrow I won't be live with Pinky Bob. Tomorrow's Hope's birthday. That's my wife, if any of you know, since you all watch the show all the time. And I will be going with her for her birthday. And we will be going to probably Campton to their thing they're having because Tyler Booth's playing and all that. So we'll probably be doing that tomorrow. Now on Saturday will be Little Pinky Bob and me and Pinky Bob show. So you'll see both of them on Saturday. And then Sunday there's other guests, but we won't go into that. But anyway, I just wanted to let you know what was going on. The reason why we ain't been doing a lot of stuff with Pinky Bob is because of the flooding. She lives down in Louisiana, and it's flooding really bad there. And, I talked to her last night. She couldn't get a very good signal. That's why we didn't do the show last night. But we're going to make it up to you all on Saturday. Hopefully, if the rain stops, because it's raining like a bitch down there. So that's pretty much what's going on there. But now, I have Tiffany Sparks, and she's pretty cool because she does moonshine. And I love moonshine. I like to drink it. I'll tell a story on myself though. Me and Hope are down in Tennessee, and we've been looking for Popcorn Sutton moonshine because we've been wanting to drink it because Popcorn Sutton was one of the first ones that came out on the market back in the day. It was like one of the first ones for some of these other corporate ones and stuff. So we're like, yeah, we go up to the bar, we're like, yeah, do you got Popcorn Sutton? So you give us some in about this much of a, in a shot. I drink that stuff and I thought I was going to die. I was like, oh my God. It was like fire. It was just like fire.
Yeah, you're not supposed to take shots of it. You're supposed to sip moonshine. You don't want to take a shot of it.
Well, that's what they gave me, a shot. Did you get it on there, Hope? Yeah, man. It was like, holy crap. I about died. I thought I was going to die. I was like...
What proof was it?
I don't even know. It was Popcorn Sutton, whatever the hell they put out. It was back when it was in the black. It was back when it was in the black bottles. Before they almost got sued from Jack Daniels because he said it looked like their bottles or whatever. Now it's in the regular bottle, so it's just regular now. But since then I've drank some of it. It's good stuff. I mean, I got some of the. I got some of the store-bought.
Oh, yeah? What brand is that? Chaplain Hill?
Chaplain Hill's Collection. 40 proof alcohol. 40 proof alcohol by volume. 80 proof, 375 ml.
Wait, it's 40 proof or 80 proof?
It says 40% alcohol. That's what it says. 40%.
Oh, okay.
I said it wrong. It's 40% alcohol and 80
gotcha.
proof. It's okay. I mean,
Thanks.
it kind of tastes fake if you ask me. I mean,
It probably is fake. Does it say neutral grain spirits on it?
Neutral grains.
If it says neutral grain spirits, it ain't the real deal.
I don't see that. It don't say nothing on it really. Oh wait, it's over on this side, ain't it? Hold on. What'd you say?
It's probably being fine.
Neutral grain. What?
Spirit.
No, you don't say that on here.
It might be alright.
I don't know. It's okay. I got it, and they make a hemp one too.
Is it any good?
I ain't drink it. I only got the apple and the strawberry. I didn't get the hemp one.
Oh yeah. Well, you should try that one.
I might. They don't have the big bottle. They don't have the little bottles anymore. They have the huge bottles. That was only like $14. Just
Is the hemp one supposed to get you drunk and stoned, like at the same time?
I don't know. I don't think hemp will get you stoned. Actually, will it?
I don't know.
Wouldn't that be ingenious though if you were to make a moonshine that gets you drunk and stoned at the same time?
Yeah, it might not be a good idea. I just don't know what would happen.
Would you fight
People's
with?
clothes might come off.
Would you fight with your personalities? Maybe.
Yeah, probably.
That'd be kind of weird.
Well, here's the thing, like, even though I'm in the moonshine business, I really don't drink that much. Like, I taste what I make just to make sure it's good to go. I'm more of a taster. But I even had a friend and someone that knows me well not long ago say, I'm worried about your liver and you need to not drink so much. And I'm like, what? I'm like, I never drink. I never hardly ever drink at home. But now I will drink socially if I'm out at a gathering with friends and everyone, passes each other around. I will partake in that. But I don't just sit around and get drunk. I'm not an alcoholic.
Me
But I
either.
do taste the moonshine. I'm a taste tester,
Me either. I'm not the kind of guy, like, if you look at my set, when you watch this back,
Yeah.
you'll see a bottle of beer, you'll see 2 Jesse James
Oh,
bourbons.
that was, Sean.
And-
I wanted to call you.
And I'm not,
Honey.
I don't even drink them. They're just sitting there because they're part of my display for my show, And,
Yeah, like collector's items.
yeah, I mean, I'll open them up probably when one of my friends comes over that drinks or something, but, I even got vodka because I drink Bloody Marys all the time. And I ain't even tipped that yet. I always forget to put it in. I always just make a virgin Bloody Mary, Because
Yeah, I hardly ever drink, and when I do drink, like, I'm a cheap date. It takes, like, 2 sips and I'm drunk,
I used to drink a
I'm
lot.
like a lightweight.
I used to drink a lot. I mean, well, I could sit and drink a whole what are them called, fifths? There, those big bottles.
Oh, yeah.
I could drink a fifth and a half of Jaeger in one night, but I just can't do it anymore. I'm getting older, and my guts just tell me, man, you can't do it. Just drink your Bloody Marys.
Yeah, it hurts you more the older you get.
Yeah, and I like drinking Crown. And I live in Kentucky. God forbid me say it, but I like Canadian liquor. I like Crown Royal.
You're not a fan of the bourbon?
It's okay. I mean, I'll drink it, when I'm with friends or something and they got it and I put it in Coke or something. But if I prefer what I drink, if I drink at home, I'd like to drink a Crown Royal and Coke. I just like the way it tastes better than anything. And I live in Kentucky, for God's sakes. But I got a show and you
Hey,
think...
you know what I like from Kentucky is the Kentucky Bourbon Ale. Have you had that?
No.
It's beer made in a bourbon barrel.
Oh, I have to try that. You know what?
It's actually really good. I'm not a fan of beer, and I don't usually drink beer, but I do like that.
What's the brand name? Do you know?
I think it's just called Kentucky Bourbon Ale.
Huh. Well, next time I go to the liquor barn, I'll have to check it out.
It might be made in Lexington.
Yeah, they got those big liquor barns or whatever they're called there in Lexington.
Yeah.
I mean, you go in there and you're just like, I went in there and we were looking for something, and I went back and I was looking for the moonshine. And I was like, you have any moonshine? He's like, yeah, right here. And I'm like, holy crap. I mean, just like aisles of moonshine. I'm like, when the hell did all this stuff become legal? It's like crazy,
Yeah, it's everywhere now.
Everywhere. Everybody's got moonshine. Tim Smith's got his moonshine. From Moonshine.
Yeah, the Climax.
He's got his. You got Popcorn Sutton. You got Jesse James Dupree and all them. They got their moonshine. The Hatfields and McCoys, whichever ones they are. There's like 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah, I don't think that's actually from the real Hatfield.
And Shane, he's got his. You know Shane, right?
Oh yeah, Shane's a good friend of mine.
He's got his own moonshine and stuff. So, you think it's going to die out? Do you think the moonshine craze is going to die out, or do you think it's just going to get bigger?
No, it's not going anywhere anytime soon. You do have some of the bigger companies that ruin it for the guys that deal because they're putting out the neutral grain spirits, and everyone comes to think that that's moonshine when it's not.
Mm-hmm.
And, but you got some really good distilleries out there, and my number one favorite legal distiller is Robertson's Tennessee Malamute.
Okay.
That's Neil Robertson out of Piney Flat. And he's also known as Tiny. He's a big, tall dude. I call him Big Tiny.
Okay.
But he's the best that there is as far as control distillers go. And that's who Shane has his through.
And as far as you go, you make moonshine. It's no secret. You make moonshine. And how did you get started in it? What was it, a family thing that was handed down, or?
Well, yeah, it started off. What first got my fascination in moonshine, period, was when I was a little girl. My grandma would tell me a story about her mother dressing up as the revenue man, and she actually went up and found her husband still back up on the mountain, and she shot it all to hell with a shotgun. And my grandma said that the moonshine ran up that mountain for 2 months. And she told that story repeatedly throughout my childhood and as I became an adult. And as a child, I just always remember thinking, like, what was so wrong with what the old man was doing? That the old woman went up there and shot him on the hell, you know? So that's what first kind of sparked my interest in it. And that was the last moonshiner in my family. That was my great-grandfather on my dad's side. And I didn't actually get involved in the moonshine industry until about 2012.
Mm-hmm.
And I first started just bootlegging for people that made it. I would take it from them to their customers, because that's the riskiest part of the business. Not making it, but it's like actually traveling with it.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you have to travel across state lines. And, you know, if you get pulled over, that can be a problem, or if they're on you. So I was doing that for a couple of years. And actually, when I was a single mom, that was like, at some point, that was my only source of income. But then I wanted to get more into the art, the science of it. So I actually started making it. And I've been making it for a couple of years now.
Do you remember, let me ask you this, not to cut you
I'm
off.
passionate about it because the tradition of it, you know, the tradition and the heritage and the art and the science of it, it's not just anyone can do it.
Not to cut
It's
you
pretty
off.
complicated. And even the people that have done it for a long time can still have a run go wrong.
Do you remember, let me ask you this, do you remember the first time you made the first batch?
My first batch, there was leaks all over the place, all kinds of shit gone wrong, you know. But you just keep doing it, and it's kind of trial and error, and you figure out where your problems are, and you do it again.
You just do it again, huh? So how many times did it take you
Yeah, you
before
just
you...
keep doing it until you get it right.
How many times did it take you before you got it right?
Probably about 5 runs or so. 5 or 6.
Now, did you like get all depressed about it, or did you just go on and push through it?
No, it's just one of those things that, you know, if you fuck up a run or something goes wrong, you just gotta start over and do it again.
But if you mess up a run, I mean, no shit, that's quite a bit of money, isn't it?
Well, if you're running on a big still, I don't run on big stills because the bigger they are, the more problems you have.
Uh-huh. So,
And the first still I had was very faulty. I had a lot of problems with it that you had to babysit it, watch it constantly. It was just a pain in the ass. And then James Hatfield made me a still. And it's like a shotgun condenser, and it's foolproof. I'll literally turn it on, start running it, go to town, go to the grocery store, come back, it's still doing its thing.
wow.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be babysat at all.
So, kind of take me through, you know, the process of making a batch of moonshine, and what's your yield from it usually?
Well, you start with the mash. You've got the corn, the sugar, the yeast, the water, if you're doing straight corn liquor. And, you know, you let that work off, however long that takes, depending on the time of year and the temperature. And then when that's ready to go, I cook on a 5-gallon pot, sometimes a 15-gallon. So depending on, you know, what size pot you're cooking on,
Mm-hmm.
size your yield of it, you know.
Okay. But how long does it usually take for all that to get percolated and ready?
Anywhere from like 5 to 10 days.
5 to 10 days.
Depending on what kind of yeast you use, the temperature, all that.
And then after that, then the process is just, how long does it take after that for the process to actually have your finished product?
On my shotgun condenser, a run takes about 2 to 3 hours.
Wow, that's it.
It's
Wow.
fast on that, yeah.
Wow, and what's that yield? How many quarts?
Out of a 5-gallon pot, it'll yield about 1.5 gallons.
Also not very much at all.
No. Not unless you do a couple runs back to back, depending on how much mass you have.
Now, can you use that same mash to do more? Or is that mash no
Yeah,
good?
you can reprocess the mash into another batch.
How many?
It actually yields a higher proof the second time you run it, the third time.
Oh, so you can run it more than 1 or 2 times then?
Yeah, as long as it's still good.
Oh, okay, cool. So even though you only get a gallon the first time, you can actually come out with several gallons by the time it's over with.
Well, not in one day. You have to let the yeast-free work off, so it takes another, 5 to 10 days, depending.
Okay, so my thing is, if you're only making a gallon of it, is it just for personal use most of the time then, or?
I sell some, and we keep some on the farm for visitors, company, and the people that live on the farm.
So right now it's pretty much a way of life. It's just the way it is. That's what you believe in, and that's what you want to do, right?
It's basically a supplement of income.
Uh-huh.
There's times, and I think this is why it's made so much in Appalachia, because even hard-working people in Appalachia, they'll have a hard time making ends meet. So you have ways of supplementing your income, like making moonshine, digging fencing, selling stuff from the garden.
Oh yeah, you got, and in this day and time, you got to do whatever you got to do to make money. That's for sure. I mean,
Yeah, and there's times that moonshine money saves the day.
hell, if I knew how to make moonshine, I'd probably make it. If I could make it and make some money, I'd probably do it too. As long as I didn't get pissed off and go, damn, it's taking too long, But what I'm waiting for is for Kentucky to become legal for marijuana. That's what I want. That way, we all can make money. You know what I mean? Like you, where you're at. Hopefully it'll be legal there one day, and you got a farm. Maybe you can make money.
Oh yeah, I don't smoke it, but I grow it and sell it for sure.
Hell yeah! I mean, you got to do what you got to do. I mean, we where we live. I'm not going to say where you live. You can if you want, but I'm not going to say where you live. But where we live, there's not much work. There's not much to do. I mean, we live in little towns where there's nothing really, unless you want to go to work at a hamburger.
I went to Tennessee to work for 9 months back in 2015. I worked at the horse riding place there because you can't find a job in West Virginia, a decent job.
Yeah, this is crazy. We've got Michelle Pittman in here and Robert McCumber. Do you know them?
Michelle sounds
Okay. Anybody want to say anything? Anybody got any questions for her or anything? Go ahead and write them in there. I'll get them to her. Be nice. Don't be smart ass or anything, and everything will be okay.
Hey, yeah, I got a haters club out there.
Because she is a lady and she's a woman, so she needs to be treated like that. So.
Thank you.
And plus, I want some of her moonshine. Anyway, but so what else is it you do except for, make moonshine? How
I farm. I stay on the farm full time.
how are you so well known?
I got a bunch of animals to take care of.
How are you so well known on the internet? What is it that is your claim that everybody likes and wants to know you and wants to?
I don't really know, but I do kind of know. So I think I became known through the Appalachian Outlaws.
Mm-hmm.
I was a cast member for season 2.
What is that? Wait a minute. Explain to me what the Appalachian Outlaws is.
Mike Ross, who was one main character.
What is the Appalachian Outlaws?
It is a show about ginseng.
Oh, ginseng. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
on the History Channel. So I got hired for that, and the way I got hired for that is Tony Thompson, who's a big ginseng buyer in this region, knew of me because he lived about 5 miles down the road from me.
oh, okay.
And I had never met him, but he knew of me from Facebook. So he sent me a message out of the blue one day saying, hey, we're looking for a female cast member. Would you be interested? And my first thought was like, what? I thought it was like a prank or something, which I knew about the show because I knew of the film around town. It was a small town where I live, Birch River. But I don't have TV, and I haven't had TV for probably 10 years. So I'd never seen the show. But he messaged me that, and I thought about it for a second, and I thought, well, shit, it's the History Channel. You know, and when I did have TV, the only channels I watched were like History, Discovery, National Geographic, anything with educational documentary type spin on it, because I'm a nerd like that. And I thought, you know, if History Channel comes knocking on the door, like, don't say no.
Yeah.
And I've never been, you know, I've always been kind of quiet and shy. I was like, well, I don't know if I can be in front of a camera or not, but I'll give it a try. If nothing else, it'll be an adventure. And I like adventures. So I messaged him back and I said, well, yeah, I'll be the Lady Outlaw. Which there had been a couple females on the show. One was Gina Youngblood, and she was with Raven Tipton, who was one of the characters on the first season. I think he was on the second season too. And then Joe Simpson's wife, Angelina Simpson, had appeared on there. But there hadn't been like a main female character. So I was like, yeah, I'll be the Lady Outlaw. And that's kind of where that, you know, that name first came from. And then another female actually got hired. And she was working with Obie Bennett, who was one of the main characters. And her name's Jessica Hatfield, and she's also from West Virginia. And so me and her kind of talked behind the scenes and like, no, we'll be like the Outlaw. Well, long story short, very long story short, I filmed all season. I was actually the first one to start filming, and I was the last one to finish filming. And I was with Mike Ross, and we did all these scenes. And I ended up getting involved in a romantic relationship behind scenes with a producer, which I'm not going to name. I think he's a good guy. But that's a big no-no in the TV lane, which I didn't know at the time. And so, basically, I became a liability because of that. But in spite of that, they still led me to believe that I was going to be on season 2. And so the whole time it was airing, they kept saying, well, wait, it might be on the next one, which I wasn't even watching. I don't have TV. And then I was being promoted at the same time as one of the cast members. So that's how I first became known to the public. And I did make an announcement, you know, I think like towards the end of the season, like, hey, sorry y'all, I'm actually not going to be on the show. And kind of trying to separate myself from that and steer the whole Lady Outlaw thing in a different direction, which was along the lines of Moonshine, which was more, you know, in line with what I know and what I do anyway. Mm-hmm. I do know ginseng and I do ginseng, but Moonshine is more my field.
Yeah.
And so I thought at that point when I made that announcement that the whole thing would kind of die down and I could go back to my quiet, private life, and it actually just got, you know, bigger from there. So at some point I just said, well, I'm just going to have to take it by the balls and run with me, you know.
Yeah, you only get one chance, man, to make it, and if you squander that chance, shame on you, you know what I mean? I mean, if you got, if you got...
Which it was never anywhere on my radar to be on TV. I don't give a shit about being seen or being famous or whatever. But it ended up being a really good experience anyways because I made some of my best friends in the whole world through that show and some of the other cast members. And it was at the season 2 premiere party that I met my husband. So I got that out of it, which was awesome.
Oh, So,
And
so
I have nothing but respect
wait.
for the whole cast and crew.
Wait just a second. Okay, so you're a liability because of a producer, but at the season premiere, you met your husband and you got married.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's a strange story, but anyway.
Well, I was single at the time that I was dating the producer. That's while the filming was going on. It was after the filming wrapped up, months later when the premiere party took place.
Okay. And you met him there?
Yeah. Yeah, he was actually with the newspaper that was covering the event during our past summer.
Well, I'll be dang. Okay, well, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Yeah, I met him through Ewok, which was on the show. And Ewok actually was the one who married us, the reverend at our wedding.
Well, I'll be dang. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
When did you get married? When was this?
I met him February 2nd of 2015, and we got married August 17th.
Wow, and still married.
Still married, yep. He puts up with me. I was married for 15 years before him. And then during my single time, I kind of went through a string of relationships with men that were in the entertainment industry.
Yeah.
A national recording artist, a producer, another national recording artist. And they all just kind of broke my heart, dragged it through the mud. And so I decided I was done with that whole game. So.
That's usually the case.
But,
Me and my wife,
yeah.
we've been together for 15 years. And I don't know what I'd do without her. I drive her insane. She drives me insane. So, you know,
that's how it goes sometimes.
I helped her raise a 3-year-old and a 7-year-old. And now they're 18 and 22, 23. And I have a grandchild, and I'm fixing to have a second grandchild. So I think I did pretty good, I guess. You know,
yeah.
I don't think I could. I don't think I would do. I don't think that. I just don't think in this time of my life, I'm 45, that I could find anybody else. You know what I mean? It's like when you've been with somebody that long, you've done so much together. It's hard, you know. You said you were in a relationship for 15 years. You know, one of two things.
I was married for 15 years to the father of my children. And some people don't know this, but we all live on the same farm. Me and my husband, my ex-husband, his girlfriend, and all our kids.
Okay.
And actually, my husband is at my ex-husband's house right now. They were chopping firewood earlier today, and I told my ex-husband, I said, you have to babysit husband tonight. That's what we all call him, because they're both named Jason.
Oh, Jesus Christ. This whole story is getting so
we
much...
Have to,
this story's
yeah,
getting...
we have to, be able to discriminate them.
This story's getting crazier by the minute that I talk to you, okay? So, let me get this...
I know.
Let me get this straight, okay? Just let me get it straight. Okay, so... You met your husband, you got married. You have a farm, and your husband and his girlfriend live on it, and you live on it with your husband and your kids.
Yeah, my ex-husband and his girlfriend and her kids. They're all awesome. I love his girlfriend.
So you get along with him too?
And then my husband and my kids.
So you get along with him?
Yeah, we get along now. It wasn't always like that. We had kind of a hat-built in the boys battle for a while.
Wow. So how big?
When we worked on a divorce, yeah, I burned a pile of his shit in his yard one time, and I tried to kill him with a horseshoe another time. But now everything's good to go. He's one of my best friends.
Well,
He's more like a brother now.
I tell you what, you're full of all kinds of stories, ain't you?
Yeah, I've lived some life for sure.
My goodness gracious, you should write that down in a book, man, and try to sell it.
I wouldn't know where to start.
Oh my God, I think that You know, you've already been in the entertainment business before. Start taping your life and make it a reality show on YouTube or something. My goodness gracious, people love that.
Well, what we call the farm is called the village. And we all have dinner together. We all do shit together. We all cook for kids. My ex-husband's girlfriend cooks dinner and brings me down stuff. I cook dinner and take her up stuff. Like, it's a big, dysfunctional, happy family.
So, almost like Sister Wives, but not.
Sisters?
No, like Sister Wives. You never seen that show?
Oh, Sister Wives.
Yeah.
That's where they got into wives?
Yeah. Kind of like that, but different. You kind of live in it like a...
Well, there's no swinging going on.
Well, yeah. Well, okay, well, we ain't got to go there. But anyway, you know what I mean. It's like...
Although sometimes we say that the two Jasons have the Jason and Jason romance.
Oh, they got the romance, huh?
When they're working in the garden together, chopping wood together, we're like, oh, how cute.
You're killing me. You're killing me. What a story, man. What a story. So, I don't even know where to go from there now. I'm just sitting here like, okay, well, shoot. How many kids do you have?
I've had 3 children. My first child passed away.
Sorry to hear that.
Her name was Grace. She would be 17 now. I'm 18. My son's name is JJ. He's 16. And then my youngest daughter is Faith, and
She's how old? I didn't hear that last part.
14.
14. Man.
Yeah.
I feel to be you, man, to be 14 and 16-year-old kids right now. Shoo.
Well, my kids are angels. Like, compared to what they could be or what I was like when I was a teenager, my kids are awesome.
They're not wild?
No, not at all.
Wow.
They're very well behaved. My daughter, in fact, is just like me, but she's like the good girl version.
Oh, okay, okay. So she would
She's
be.
never done anything wrong in her life. She is literally a perfect angel.
So she would never be the outlaw, huh?
Sometimes we call her Lady Outlaw Jr. Because she has my temper, but otherwise she's like very well behaved.
Well, that's great. I'm glad. And you do make appearances, right? I've seen on your Facebook that you go and do a lot of things, don't you?
I do. Yeah, people still associate me with the show. And so I just roll with that and go, to the different things. But then it's more along the lines of promoting moonshine and the moonshine industry.
Do you think that you'll ever get a legal moonshine? Legal moonshine?
Actually, yes. And I have a big announcement to make soon that I can't make yet. And I just got a call the night before last night. And something that has been one of my goals for a couple of years is actually going to happen very soon. So I'm really excited about that. But I can't say anything yet.
See, you should have told me, let's delay this until I can tell this announcement. That would have been cool. That would have been cool. Yeah, I think I met you because of Shane, actually, because I was going to try to go to Shane's thing, but it just didn't work out where I could go. And how did that go? His big party he had, or whatever it was.
It went really well. I had showed up for the birthday, and I was kind of on my way to Nashville. I was invited to Johnny Cash's farm by one of my good friends, and so I'd been putting that off for a couple years, and I finally got the chance to go. So I kind of just stopped by and made a quick appearance and stopped to support him, on my way through. But
Are you talking about?
it was going really well when I was.
Okay, when you say Johnny Cash's farm, is that the one that's owned by the guy that just bought Colonel Tom Parker's farm? Or Colonel Tom Parker's house?
Yes.
Okay, I know all about
right.
that. That guy just bought the Carter place too, right? Didn't he buy like 2 or 3 different places? He's bought 2 or 3 different places?
He's bought a bunch of different places. He's actually living in the Mama Cat house. It's right across the road from Johnny Dune's lake house.
Yeah.
And I actually got a chance to go to his house there where Mama Cash used to live, and he gave me the tour, and I got to hold Johnny Cash's personal Bible. And he gave me some cool stuff, actually, which I'll tell you. He's an author, too.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Let me see if I can turn this thing around.
I've been trying to get him on my show because I really want to talk to him about him buying these properties. And
yeah, he is like a very fascinating character. But it's dark in here, but I don't know if you can see there's like the picture of Johnny Cash.
Kind of hard to see. You can't see it.
Yeah, it's hard to see. And then he gave me this like never received picture of Johnny Cash and Elvis.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Yeah, so I framed that one for sure. And I completely gave it.
That's pretty cool that you were able to do
and
that.
Then his brother, Tommy, signed my guitar. I'll bring it up to the light.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
You see Tommy Cash? Yeah, Tommy actually taught my grandfather how to play the guitar.
Yeah, I know Tommy's there at the farm all the time because don't they have like a place where they play music and stuff? There on that farm, don't they have concerts?
That is the Storyteller.
And Tommy's
which used to be an old general store at the Johnny Cash Bar.
and Tommy plays there all the time, right?
He does. His son Mark Cash plays there, and Tommy plays there a lot. I think W.S. Collins, a drummer for Johnny Cash, goes out there. He can. And it's an awesome place. And I actually got to sing on stage there with Tommy.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
Yeah, which was crazy because I had gotten to meet and spend time with Tommy a couple of times. And so I was there at the Storytellers Museum, and they were in the middle of their show. And they were taking requests, and I was like, well, why don't y'all sing Jackson? But I kind of whispered it to my buddy Chance Martin. But Tommy saw me, and he's like, what's she saying? So they were like, she said Jackson. And he said, well, can you sing it? I didn't have time to be nervous. Like, I've never sang on stage in front of anybody. But I just, like, made a beeline to the stage and got up there and grabbed the microphone and started singing. And then when it was done, I was like, oh, God, what just happened?
Was it good?
I think I did pretty good for, like, never singing on stage or never singing in a microphone.
Does he?
Tommy said I had a beautiful voice, so that's good enough for me.
Does he sound anything like his brother?
He does sound a lot like Johnny, but Mark has his son, Mark Allen, sounds just like Johnny.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to try to find him on Facebook and see if they come on my show. I've been trying to get that guy that owns that stuff to come on my show. I've called down there 3 or 4 times, and I don't know. I can't reach him or whatever.
Ryan Oxley, his brother, I think, actually manages all that.
Yeah, that's his
but
name.
they're all like super nice, great people.
Yeah, because
And the way I got to go was one of Johnny's best friends, Chance Martin, who has a radio show on Sirius XM Outlaw Country under the name Blastzone. I heard of it. His show plays on the weekend, but he was one of Johnny Cash's best friends.
Oh.
And he became one of my best friends. He's like the most awesome person I know.
Wow. My friend.
And he's the one who invited me out to the farm and to the museum.
I've never met Johnny, but my friend's a DJ, and he's met Johnny several times before he died. And, you know, let's just be honest about it. The Johnny Carter and Johnny Cash story is a beautiful story. You know, you got a woman who passes away out of the blue, having a routine surgery or whatever, and then Johnny grieves himself to death so bad that he passes away. It's a beautiful story.
Yeah.
You know, it's a story that all of us should want to have in our life, you know, that we love that person so much that we just can't live without them, you know. I'm getting cold chills thinking about it because, you know, that's all we ever
there's
wanted.
actually a picture hanging in the farmhouse of Johnny, and it represents his 3 great loves. And so it has a picture of June and his guitar and the Bible.
Oh, wow.
Because God and music and his 3 great loves.
Yeah.
Beautiful painting.
He loved June Carter Cash. I mean, The movie's amazing. The movie they made the movie they made about him was amazing.
Walk the Line?
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah, it's really
amazing movie.
But no, I am friends with some of his children on Facebook, and I met them in person at the Johnny Cash Museum in Nashville. And they were not happy about how their mother was portrayed.
Oh, really?
Johnny's first wife didn't accept their mother, and
Oh, okay.
and they love her dearly. And they weren't happy about how she was portrayed.
That's Roseanne's mom, right?
Yeah, Roseanne, Kathy, Sarah, and Cindy.
Yeah, I didn't know any of the other kids. I knew Roseanne. Just like Carlene Carter is actually June Carter's daughter. The other country singer, Carlene Carter.
Right.
That's a big family.
She's a total sweetheart.
That's a big family. That family goes back to the 1800s, you know, doing music. Especially the
Yeah, and
Carters.
there is no nicer, more down-to-earth people than the Cash family.
Wow.
The first time I met them was at one of Johnny's birthday parties at the Johnny Cash Museum downtown Nashville, and I actually got to go and have dinner with them before the event began. And they all treated me like I was a guest of honor, and they invited me back for more events since then. So I've gotten to see them several times, and they've always just been the nicest people ever.
So are you a big Elvis fan too?
Yes, I was raised on Elvis and Johnny Cash. Johnny Cash is my number one, but I love Elvis.
You know, last week was Elvis week in Memphis.
Yeah, I've never been to Memphis.
You never been to Memphis, huh? Wow.
No, I've been closer. I've been in Jackson, Tennessee. That's about
I had one of his ex-girlfriends on my show, Mindy Miller. She dated him in
Really? That's cool.
She dated him in 1975, and she's been on twice. I love Mindy. She's great. She's so great to talk to. We talk about Elvis, but then we start talking about the 60s and 70s. Because the 60s and the early 70s are my favorite period in time. Because so much happened during that time, the 60s and the early 70s. And she lived it. I was born then. She lived it. You know what I mean? So we talk about it a lot.
Oh, yeah.
And she told me that she was at Elvis Week this last time. And that's the first time she'd been there in 40 years. And she told me that it's become so much of a corporate thing that it diminished everything that Elvis wanted out of Graceland for the fans. You literally have to pay to go up to his grave and even look at it. You used to be able, you could go to the you could go to the gardens where he's buried, and you could, pay your respects. You got to pay. If you want to go in a store anywhere there, you got to pay to go in the store to buy stuff. It's unreal. I was like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
That is crazy. That's crazy. And like
someone trying to make a buck off his name.
You're talking about Johnny Cash, you're talking about Elvis. They both started at the same time. They both started at Sun Records, and you see how the people who bought Johnny stuff were so much down to earth more than the people involved in Elvis. It's weird, it's just weird. And, here in Kentucky, we're known because of the Everly Brothers, which started with Johnny Cash too, and Elvis at Sun Records. So you still pull out your vinyl and play it? Your old Johnny Cash and Elvis stuff? You still play vinyl and stuff like that?
I don't have a record player, but I have everything of theirs on CD.
On CD? Wow, that's cool.
That's all I can listen to. I refuse to listen to modern country music, other than Chris Stapleton, who's like an ultimate badass.
And he's from
No, he's from Kentucky.
He's 20 miles from where I live. That's where he was.
Seriously?
Yeah, he's from Johnson County, and I live in Morgan County. So he's only 30 miles. It depends how you go, okay? You can go this way, and it's only about 20 or 30 miles. You can go this way, and it's about 40 miles. There's two different ways to go to Johnson County from where I live. And we wanted to go. We wanted to go see him. Me and Hope wanted to go see him. My son wants to see him. Every time he comes here, it's sold out. Just sold out. You can't go. But I really respect the man because he came back and he did a free concert for the kids at school, and then he did a concert for their family that night. He did that new Dodge or what Chevy commercial driving around Johnson County, and then donated all this money and instruments to the students of the school there. So he's really, he's really gave back to, where he came from. There's a lot of musicians that don't do that.
Yeah, that's good.
A lot of musicians don't do that. Dwight Yoakam, he's from here in Kentucky, right down the road from where I live. Ashley.
Yeah, my grandpa was a flight instructor, and he actually gave flying lessons to a lot of celebrities, and Dwight Yoakam's brother was one of them.
Oh, really?
And he taught Christopher Reeve how to fly an airplane.
What? Really?
And Dennis Quaid, he became a good golfing buddy with Dennis Quaid.
Wow. Wow, Christopher Reeve, Superman. The only thing he ever did was Superman, and was famous for it the rest of his life.
Yeah.
Isn't that wild? He did 4 movies of Superman, and then he's like famous the rest of his life for just Superman. It's like you. I mean, think of it this way: you were supposed to be on a show. It's kind of wild to think about it now. Okay, you were going to be on a show. This your average reality show, and you got famous for not even being on it, and people know you. I mean, that's the power.
Yeah,
that's the power of the internet.
People still think I was on it. Like, I run into people all the time that were like, "I've seen you on the show. I loved you." But they ended up, when they pulled my footage, they ended up replacing me with a woman named Willow Kelly, and she's awesome. I've never met her in person, but I'm friends with her on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
And from what I can tell, she's a cool person. But I don't know if we look alike. She has long black hair too. So I don't know if people are just mistaking us for each other or what they think they've seen me on. But yeah, I actually wasn't on the show.
Hey, when somebody says something like that, I just go
But
with
then there was
it.
supposed to be a season 3, and they're like, "Oh, you might be on season 3."
I'd run
But
with
then
it.
History Channel gave the green light for it, and A&E pulled the plug.
I'm like this, man. You only get 10 minutes of fame. If somebody thinks you're that person, hell, go with it. That's what I do. I mean, I'll tell you a story, right?
Well, I'm actually glad that I ended up not being on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Because the way that they portrayed me was not true to who I am. And I'd rather just not even be on TV than to be portrayed for something different than what I am in real life.
Yeah.
They had me as like a damsel in distress, and that's not me at all. And that's not Appalachian women at all. And I kept kind of trying to give them hints, like, if you're going to portray Appalachian women, you need to do it in the correct light. They're resilient, they're self-sufficient. If someone's giving them shit, they're going to take a gun in their own hand and take care of the matter themselves and not call on some man to come help me, which is what I was doing with Mike Ross on the show. My character was like the damsel in distress, and Mike Ross was being my hero. And that's not how I roll. If someone comes on my farm, they're going to steal something I have, I'll load my own fucking gun, and I'll shoot them myself.
That's hope, ain't it, Hope? Isn't that how you are? Now let me ask you a question. Your husband or your ex-husband, is either one of them named Lipscomb?
Yeah.
Well, he's on here right now, on watching us. So that means
They're probably all watching me. Hi.
it says husband and Dubs and Ben LTAO. LTAO. What's that mean?
I don't know what that means.
It says husband and Dubs and Ben LTAO. That's what he said. I don't know what he's talking about. I thought maybe you did.
Yeah, the two Jasons are hanging out. Jason Lipscomb's the ex-husband, and husband is the husband.
Hey, what's going on?
That's what we call them, so we don't get them confused.
What's going on? Good to meet you, even though I ain't meeting you, but you're there, so I hope I do it justice talking to her. I think she's felt comfortable so far. So
They're probably making fun of me.
she's flipping them off now. You think they're making fun of you?
double burn if I could, but I can't.
Yeah, you got the phone in one hand, right?
Yeah.
That's funny. So, what's your plan? I mean, you can't tell me what your big news is yet, but I mean, what's your plans for the rest of the year? What are you going to do? I mean,
I have a couple more events to go to. I have the Pop Dance, which is September 15th. And I'm not setting anything up there. I'm just going to go party with my friends. And then I have a Toys for Tots charity event November 12th in Hagerstown, Maryland. And that's going to be a big deal. Waylon Jennings' son is going to be there. Terry Jennings.
who? Shooter?
And a couple other big names. And I will be set up with my booth there.
Okay. Cool, cool. So,
and that's for a good cause, so I'm really looking forward to that one.
Jason Kohler is on here now.
Yeah, what's he saying?
He said, nice to meet you, too. He told me, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, too. So, a couple of people that are from around where you're at, I want to know if you know them or not, okay? Mark Hatfield?
I know of him. He has his own label now.
Yep, he does. And I can't go without asking you, have you ever met Jessica?
Jessica Hatfield?
No, Jessica White. You know, the Dancing Outlaw?
Jessica White. No, I have not met him, but if I met him, I would want to dance with him.
He's from around there where you're from, ain't
He
he?
actually lives in Tennessee now.
Oh, he does? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, but my buddy, Uncle Steve, from the Moonshiner Show, Steve Brown,
Uh-huh.
he actually is about to have a song come out about Jessica.
Oh, nice. Let me know when it comes out. I'm a big Jesco fan. You know,
Yeah,
Jesco,
definitely.
Jesco's, I love his movie, The Dancing Outlaw.
The
You know-
Dancing Outlaw.
Yeah, I love that movie, you know. Jason just said LTAO again. And then he said Boone County.
What the hell does that mean?
What's LTAO mean, she said. And he said Boone County is where Jesco's from. Yeah, he said Boone County. Anyway, but I love. Have you seen that movie, The Dancing Outlaw, with Jesco? About Jesco? Have you ever seen it?
I have, yes.
The best part of that whole movie is when she's talking and she says, "I have to be Priscilla, and he's the king." When she's talking about her and Jesco. I think it's the best part of the movie. It cracks me up every time I see it. But you know, Jesco is pretty famous.
Yeah, he does a lot of stuff with Hank 3, too.
He's very famous. I mean, you know, he was on Roseanne, for God's sakes, at one time. You know, I mean, he's
Really?
Yeah, there's an episode where he's on Roseanne. I mean, there for a while. You know, and a lot of guys, a lot of bands or country musicians have wrote songs about him. You know, like Big and Rich, Hank Williams III, Shooter Jennings. All those guys have hung out with Jesco. But he's, you know,
Yeah.
he's from where you're
Yeah,
around.
he's the character. I would love to meet him.
I'd say you'd have fun with him.
Yeah, probably get in trouble.
Yeah, I don't know if he drinks moonshine or not. I hate to see him on
Oh, I
moonshine.
guarantee he does.
I hate to see him on moonshine. He said there, Their. I don't know what he's talking about now. They're both talking.
Yeah, I sent everyone away so they wouldn't make me nervous. So I told the ex-husband, you have to babysit husband.
That's funny. That is so funny. I don't know what to say. That's funny. But anyway, so I hope everything works out for you with your new project you're doing. Don't forget, I want some moonshine sometime. I love it. It'd be great.
Yeah, I'll bring you some.
Do you label it yourself, or is it just in a regular mason jar?
Regular mason jar.
Okay, cool. You know, we have our Sorghum Festival coming up here Have you ever been to it?
Nope.
It's a big festival we have every year, and actually, the girl that I do a show with on Fridays, Mondays, and Wednesdays from Louisiana, Pinky Bob, she's coming up here for the weekend. So we're going to be doing a lot of live stuff the weekend because it'll be the first time we've ever been together since we started the show because she's in Louisiana. So we're going to have a lot of fun with that. But if you're venturing over Kentucky, it's the last full weekend in September. You should stop by.
Okay. Actually, I will be in Kentucky, somewhere around there, filming for a documentary.
Oh, where at?
With the Living Proof Gang. I'm not sure exactly.
You're not sure exactly? Now, who are you talking about now you're filming a documentary with?
The Living Proof Gang, Van Field, Jeff Edwards.
Now, who are they?
They're some moonshiner friends of mine, and they have one documentary out, which is the first part of Living Proof, and I think we're filming the second part of Living Proof. We're going to start on it.
Okay, cool. So, before I let you go, I know you make your own moonshine, but I gotta ask you, out of all the moonshine from Kentucky to West Virginia to wherever the hell it's made, who makes the best moonshine? And don't say because of you either. I'm talking about other...
Legal or illegal?
Illegal. Which state?
Illegal, I would have to say... That's hard because I have like top 5 lists. But Van and Jeff are definitely on my top 5 list. Johnny Pastine's on my top 5 list.
I don't know these people, so you're gonna have to say what state. I don't know who you're talking about.
North, South Carolina, Georgia, they're all from that area.
So Kentucky got completely shut down, didn't we?
There's some good shiners in Kentucky too.
I'm just messing with you. What's been
but I've tasted it all, from the very best to like the very worst shit that will kill you.
Oh, really? You've tasted the worst shit that can
and
kill you?
everything in between. Yeah.
Wow. So legal moonshine. Who's the best?
Tiny Robertson from Tennessee Melon is number 1. Daryl Miller's on that list. He's with Bootleggers from Hartford, Tennessee. Paul Murphy's moonshine is one of my favorites. Their Emerald shine is awesome.
Okay. And you mentioned...
And Dave Angel with Elevated Mountain Distillery is really good.
You mentioned honeysuckle. Now, what is honeysuckle moonshine? Does that mean you got the honeysuckle in it, like the plant, or
That's
what?
That's like my signature flavor, kind of.
Okay.
I was trying to think of something that was more along the lines of feminine, that wasn't a fruit. But we make brandy, too. We make peach brandy and apple brandy.
Oh, my goodness gracious,
But
really?
I wanted a corn liquor that was flavored with more of a feminine flavor, so I wanted to go with something floral. And honey, I love the smell of honeysuckle, and I wondered if you could pick up the smell of it through the taste of it. And you can. It's really good.
Oh, there's my wife, by the way. Say hi, Hope.
Hi.
Hi! Happy birthday tomorrow!
Thank you.
Yeah, well, I'm willing to sample anything you got, okay? Me and Hope will sample anything you got. We don't care. We're just, you know.
Okay, well, we'll bring you some.
Alrighty, well, it's been a pleasure talking to you. You're a class act. You really are, and you've done a great job. So, now when people ask you to do
Thank
interviews
you.
on live or something, you can do them, right? Just remember, I'm a rare breed when it comes to interviews. I don't ask you these stale, dumb questions, okay?
Yeah, it was good. It was fun.
Alrighty. Jason, it's great to meet you, even though I didn't get to meet you. And Jason, whichever one you are, you got a great woman there, so lucky guy. I feel lucky too with my wife, so you know. Anyway, oh wait, before I go, where can people get a hold of you if they want to say hi, or if you got any kind of merchandise you're selling or anything like that? Go ahead and plug that kind of stuff too. I forgot.
I'm on Facebook. Tiffany Park is my first name.
Okay.
And then I have the Lady Outlaw General Store page. And then the Lady Outlaw Sparks page.
Okay. And they can get a hold of you anywhere, right? Of those? They can get a hold of you?
Yeah.
Okay. Jason, how you say your last name? Collar?
Yeah, I'm on Facebook, or I'm on Instagram and Snapchat too, but I don't usually use those.
How you say your last name?
Facebook's the best way to go.
Jason said something, and I don't know how you say your name. Is it Collar? Color. Okay. Husband, it's nice to meet you. Ex-husband, nice to meet you. Any other family that's here, it's nice to meet you. I hope I did a good job. And I will see you when I see you, okay? And if you're promoting something you want to come back on, let me know.
Awesome.
If you're promoting something you want to come back on, let me know. I'll have this on YouTube later, and you'll be able to, you know, pass it around wherever you want to do with it, okay?
Okay, cool. And I just want to say tomorrow's opening day is fencing season. So good luck to everyone that's out digging.
Alrighty, and if you will hold on for me 1 second, okay?
Alright.
Alrighty. I will be back with my next guest, and Rick Green just said, "What's up?"
What's up?
Alrighty, I'll be back with my next guest here in just a flash.